My name is Marcel Gaines, better known as Marcel Baby Sumo Gaines. No, I've been doing Muay Thai maybe 14 years, maybe 15 years. I actually started here in the southwest of England at a gym called Wild Kicks. And then from there went to South Africa, continued in South Africa, did pretty well there. Got a probationary sponsorship to go fight for Tiger Muay Thai in Thailand. Did well there, and then did the majority of my fighting career in Thailand. There are no easy fights in Thailand. You hear a lot of people talking nonsense about this and that, and even a Thai that's unfit or out of shape is still a very, very dangerous person. I've seen very many people underestimate them and then get really badly messed up.
Can you remember your first fight in Thailand?
Yeah, very well. I've never been so nervous in my entire life. I was everyone back home in South Africa told me that I shouldn't even bother going to Thailand because they were different to us. They weren't humans like we were humans. They were made stronger. They'd be faster, more experienced, which they obviously are. But in Thailand, you don't get any of that information. You just get told you're fighting. You say yes, you say no. Most of the time, you can't say no. If you're in the ring and you're supposed to be in the gym, you're supposed to be a pro. You haven't got a choice. A lot of time, your trainer arranges to fight for you. He just tells you when it's happening, so you gotta just go. So you don't know anything about your opponent. You don't know what size he is. You don't know how many fights he's had. In fact, they'll go out of their way to keep that information away from you. Especially if your trainers know about the fighter, that he's got some kind of reputation or career, they'll tell you otherwise. Like they'll say, oh, don't worry about him, he's fat, or he can't fight, or he's oh, I had a big fight once, and my trainer told me, he asked me if I wanted to fight, and I said, yeah, okay, cool, let's do this, It was outside of Phuket, which I was based. It was up in Trang province. I think it was my first Queen's Cup, yeah. And so I go with him to Trang, and I'm like halfway there. I'm like, hold on, actually, I haven't asked you anything about the fighter. What's his career? What's his record? That kind of thing. Don't worry. And I was like, again, the more I asked, the more he said, don't worry. The more nervous I got, And so eventually, I was like, dude, what is going on? Tell me about this guy. Who am I fighting? He's like, oh, stop being so silly. Don't ask questions every time. You don't worry. He's been in prison a long time. And I was like, oh God. What was he in prison for? You know what I mean? He's gonna Mike Tyson my ear off, like what's going on? Do you know what I mean? And he's like, oh, don't worry. I'm like, okay, just tell me how old he is. He's like, oh, same you. And I was like, okay, hold on, I was 26, 27. I was like, okay, if he's tied, he's 27. How many fights you say he's got? He's like, oh, don't worry. Yusip, 25. And I'm like, 26, 20? No. Thais start fighting when they're 5 years old. I thought there's no way in hell this guy's gotten to my age and he's only got 20 fights. But he just wouldn't tell me anything. He'd laugh at me or he'd just change the subject all the time. Eventually, we get to the stadium and the fight's about to happen, and the entire crowd is just laughing at me, pointing at me, going, oh, you're gonna die. And I'm like, what's going on? Turns out he was a multiple-time champion, Omnoid champion, Lumpini champion, ex-champion. No one told me why he was in jail though, but he had 250 plus fights. So yeah, never been so scared in my entire life. I was terrified.
You rose above it?
Yeah, I knocked him out in the second round.